So here's our Johnny coverage. I want to start with Hank, of course, and just kind of debunking some bull from Hank. Of course, Hank is always talking crap. He's always lying and saying stupid stuff. So this is a comment from Hank that he made on a couple days ago. And Hank was saying that first of all, I'll just read this text. Confirmed, the fat that assaulted me is in jail. That's 1 out of 4 down. 4 people jumped on me. Cops know the identity of all other 3, but they're not disclosing that to me. The detective on my case is not on my side. To be clear here, Hank hit a woman in this scenario. He actually assaulted a woman. But beyond that, the person who's in jail, the quote unquote fat who is in jail, is a person called Jungmann. And I've talked about Jungmann before. I actually interviewed him. I'm not airing the interview because Jungmann broke into a courthouse. He threw a brick and he broke into a courthouse and he got arrested for that. Not for whatever he did to Hank, but for throwing a brick through a courthouse window, which was not cool, bro. Not cool at all. So yeah, that's why that guy got arrested. He did not get arrested because of Hank. Hank has been largely unsuccessful in bringing claims against anybody. Hank tries to bring claims against everybody, but he really has been unsuccessful. Okay, let's talk about him running out of money. This is very interesting. So we had a really interesting event, which was a Johnny Somali X space where they said, donate to the Somali Legal Fund. And I love it, 49 views, not that much. But that said, he was e-begging. He was asking for money because he does not have money for his lawyers. He cannot afford a lawyer. He has to e-beg because he is out of money, and Hank cannot give him any more money. Hank has been begging for him to his community, so now he had to go out and try to beg on X for money because he's running out of money. Once again, this proves that Korea's strategy has worked to keep him in Korea for as long as possible with no income so that he's bled dry. He's essentially bled dry. Korea's strategy is working. I mean, the fact that he has to do this, that shows that he is indeed dead broke, which is a great thing. But one of the things that was really the most shocking to me, because I expected Somali to at some point do a heel turn and start being apologetic and start saying, hey, I'm sorry about what I did. Or like, oh my God, I'm sorry. I expected that at some point, right? Because that's what the court's going to want to see. They're going to want to see that. And Somali has, instead of saying he's sorry, he's actually tripling down. He's tripling down. So let's get into this right here and show you guys how Somali is absolutely not backing down. And in fact, he's getting worse. So this is audio from that X space, right? So listen up to this.
It's basically to Johnny. My question is basically to Johnny. What I would like to know is if he has any regrets for what he has been doing over the past few years, especially what's been going on in South Korea.
Zero regrets, zero remorse.
So did you guys hear that? 0 regrets, 0 remorse. 0 regrets, 0 remorse about anything. Not even one crime. Not even saying, hey, maybe in retrospect, when I said I want to do things around children, which we're going to talk about that charge. That charge has been circulating now, which is good. He doesn't even regret going around small children and playing messages. That he doesn't even regret that. Not even that one thing.
You have 0 remorse for what you've done.
Tell me what I've done, buddy.
Doing? Like, I'm out of this. I want to hear this. It's probably going to be funny.
Yeah, tell me what I've done that I should be remorseful for, C42.
He doesn't even know what he's done he should be remorseful for. He doesn't even think there's one thing. Not even one thing.
Tell me.
You haven't watched your own videos and all the other shit that you've done over the couple of years. You haven't seen anything. You haven't watched anything.
No, whenever I see clips of it, I laugh my ass off. It's funny.
Well, I mean, you can do that if you think that you've done nothing wrong. I mean, that's your prerogative, but
He truly, and that's the crazy thing, he truly believes he's done nothing wrong. Like it's a true unrepentant. I mean, it's very rare to see this, but it's true unrepentantness, right? It's true unrepentantness. And by the way, this X space it really was useless. There wasn't like much in there. They're going into crazy theories and rants, and people were just going off on tangents, right? Johnny was frankly, compared to his unhinged fans, was frankly more calm, you might say, than his fans. And also listen to what they talk about at the end.
considering the charges that have been piling up on you, I would say a little bit different.
C42, let me
Okay.
ask you a question. What do you think about Vitaly?
See, and that's a great one at the end. What do you think about Vitaly? So literally, these guys going up there, bringing up Vitaly, trying to get involved there, right? Trying to defend, right? They know it's all in the same branch, right? They're trying to frame everything that they do and that Vitaly does as quote unquote free speech. That's their angle. That's their angle. That what Vitaly does and what Somali do. This is why these cases are tied. This is why I bring up to my Filipino brothers and sisters, right, that this is why it's so important, because you see even Somali's own people, those are Somali's fans that are tying those two cases together. Isn't that nuts?